Hello, everyone. We are live.
Hello.
Hello. Man, it is a nasally day for me. I don't even know why. It's like, bro, calm down. Calm down. But it will not calm. It will not calm. We got a lot to talk about. Well, we have a lot-ish to talk about. It wasn't a lot until I grabbed some last-minute stories. Boy, Crunchyroll is having a bit of a conundrum right now and a rebrand. So there's that. We're going to talk about that. We got some cool general trailers that dropped this week. Unfortunately, we have to talk about the passing of another voice actor. And more upcoming stuff for the fall, plus a Ranma reboot. We got a lot to go over. But before we do all that, guys, welcome to Anime Church. We are the church that welcomes cosplay. That's so much easier than what I was trying to do before that I cannot remember how I had the whole thing set up. It was just like, I don't remember. But anyway, we're the church that doesn't judge you. Unless you're an a-hole, and then we'll totally judge you.
That's right. Don't be a Dave.
Yes, also that.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, anyhow.
I paid my monthly microtransactions, Dave.
All right, anyway. Thank you for coming to Anime Church. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology. Why did I mess up my own name? Let me do that again. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fenrir Southern, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol.
At least when you like have a flub or whatever, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's true. It's in character.
Exactly.
Bruh. All right.
Scotch and Gatorade tastes great.
What in the frick? All right. So like I said, sinuses are being a pain in my butt. Let's get the general geeky stuff out of the way. We got the official trailer, the official second trailer for Beetlejuice. It started off feeling like Wednesday too. Like, yeah, a little bit like that, just because of the whole thing. Jenna Ortega's in a school, and just people brought it up. It feels like Wednesday season 2, and I'm like, at the beginning maybe, but then after that, it's totally the Beetlejuice movie.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think the kid that was in like whatever that was sitting with her or whatever is also from Wednesday. It feels like it because I saw because he looks exactly like one of the kids in the Wednesday series. But we'll see. Guys, what'd you think of the trailer? I thought this was good, but not as good as the first one.
It still looks like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I also like the part about I like the part where they're like, give us some privacy towards the end, and everybody gets sucked into their phone.
And
Like
I
physically sucked into their phone.
Yeah, I think Bob is going to be a crowd favorite.
Hold the fort down.
Also, I love it's like, okay, who wants to spill their guts? You know what? I'll go first. See? Like,
I'm willing to do the work. Yeah, there's a lot of really funny dumb jokes. I love it. But yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so moving on from horror comedy? Is that what you... I was trying to combine the horror with horror. It's supernatural. I don't know if it's necessarily horror. Beetlejuice didn't really come across as horror. Just fun.
Never was.
Yeah, it's just a
just...
nice, fun family movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wouldn't say it's a family movie. Don't give people that impression. No, Beetlejuice is not a family movie.
It's as much of a family movie as Deadpool 1.
None of the Deadpool films are family movies.
No, the second one was.
No, it wasn't.
He said it himself.
That wasn't a family film. It was a romance film.
That's right. And Ryan Reynolds had a message for all the families in the audience at the beginning of the first Deadpool movie.
The fuck are you doing here? Told me
Exactly.
this was a superhero movie, but that guy with the swords just turned the other guy to a fucking kebab.
Fucking kebab.
Yeah. All right. So, moving on to another movie that is highly anticipated in the nerdy world and also looks. All right. This is where we get the horror. And holy crap, they are definitely putting the horror into this one. Alien Romulus dropped its final trailer. And yeah, that shit, like, okay. I have PTSD from Alien Isolation. All of this feels like Alien Isolation to me. We're on a space station filled with xenomorphs. It's crashing into the planet. We can't leave. That's Alien Isolation. My man just made Alien Isolation with more people and hopefully less working Joes. Because those things were freaking creepy.
I've never played Alien Isolation,
Oh fuck,
but I
we
hear
need
it's
to.
like one of the most
Oh,
terrifying games ever made. And
They literally built an AI for the xenomorph for how it hunts you.
And I know that, or at least I think there's an option for PC. I know there was on Xbox One with the Kinect. So it was one of the best selling points of the game where the AI could hear you breathe through the Kinect, and I think they have the same thing through your microphone.
Oh fuck that! No, I just mute my mic. Like nope, just you can't hear anything. I mute my mic. I just do. I unplug my XLR cable. I'm like, you're not getting me, bitch.
Until
Yeah.
it picks up your headphone mic.
Nope. No, I'll unplug. I don't have headphone mics. I don't have mics in my headphones. I'll unplug my webcam gladly. Like, yeah. See, he's like, yay, funny. It's like, if you played Alien Isolation, you would know. Not funny. Scary.
It's okay, I'll just make a drinking game out of it. Whenever I get jump scared,
Oh, yeah.
I take a shot. Whenever I die, I take a shot.
You will never finish the game. You will die of alcohol poisoning before you hit the halfway mark.
That sounds like a challenge I'm willing to take.
All right, so if you would
That's
like to
not
watch
forgetting.
this live, we're going to make sure that he gets Alien Isolation and just commits alcohol poisoning. Yeah. We'll be don't worry guys. As much as we're joking about this, we will make sure that we have the appropriate ambulance numbers on standby. Anyhow, once again, this feels like Alien Isolation, which is not a bad thing. That's actually a big compliment because Alien Isolation was fucking fantastic.
It
So
definitely
that's where
feels
we're at.
more alien-like than was it Resurrection? That was like the early 2000s. The last real alien titled movie they put out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this definitely feels a lot more alien-esque than that one. And don't even get me started on Prometheus.
What's going on in your background there, buddy?
With the camera shaking constantly, or
No, the whole. I'm hearing
Oh.
like.
AC.
Oh, okay.
It is currently 89 degrees outside with 90% humidity.
Uh-huh.
So, I am locked in my room with AC blowing on me because fuck that shit. Let's see if I can just angle it upward to
Okay.
help with that. Didn't realize my microphone was picking all that up, so let's increase the sensitivity. That should help.
Oh man.
Cutman,
Hmm?
thoughts on the Alien Romulus trailer?
Sorry, I was still watching it. Um,
Oh.
made me feel a little sickly at times because, boy, the sliminess. Oh, but also, hmm, them face huggers. Those
Yeah.
that's another thing. We didn't see much of the actual aliens. It was mostly just the face huggers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Those little fuckers.
Yeah, but
Did you know they secrete acid at the barrier between them and their target if they have to?
that makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah.
So yeah, this looks
interesting.
scary.
I've seen the first Alien.
This, well, that's all you really need because this takes place in between Alien and Aliens.
Much like Alien Isolation.
Well, it is Ripley's daughter, so yeah, it would take
And-
place in between those two.
Exactly.
Especially considering the time skip between the first and the second movie. By the time of the second movie, Ripley is dead. Like Ellen Ripley, dead. Like
Yeah, so it doesn't the second movie take place like 100 or 200 years after?
yeah, a couple hundred years after.
And she's still on the hook for blowing up her old spaceship.
The Nostromos, yeah. Get away from her, you bitch! All right.
Hmm.
So here we are.
And then you have
guys.
Alien Colonial Marines, which is the unofficial sequel.
Game over, man. Game over. All right. Anyway, on to the final trailer, which ironically is also dubbed the final trailer. Deadpool and Wolverine final trailer, because apparently they don't know how many trailers to put out, but I'm okay with this. This was the most emotional trailer that they have put out. This one was actually quite serious, and we got a better look at Lady Deadpool. But the part, of course, that everybody's freaking out about and talking about is we got a more grown-up X-23. We got an appearance of X-23, or I guess Laura was her name in the movie. I just called her X-23. Anyhow, yeah, we got her, and she spoke in English to Wolverine. So, yeah, this was definitely one of those holy crap reveals. It was like, because we'd heard from her directly that she was not in this film. And then there she is. I was like, I knew you were a liar. Like, so there's been a lot of that going on. Also, I just had a fun idea. I'm not going to call it a theory, but Lady Deadpool, I really want it to be Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool. Like, yes, have Ryan Reynolds' actual wife be Lady Deadpool, please. That would be hilarious. I doubt that's what happened, but come on, that's so funny.
And did you
Also-
notice the silhouettes behind her?
No. Also the soundtrack for Deadpool and Wolverine, or the quote unquote road road trip playlist, has been released.
Mm.
It includes "Bye Bye Bye" from NSYNC.
Yes!
Yes.
Now, if
Good.
only they had a cameo of the entire band back together singing it at the end.
The funniest part is they went with they also got a K-pop group that apparently they made. I forget what their name is, but the song title is Chick Chick Boom, and it's really funny because it's like it's got Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds, or not Deadpool. It's got Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman in the Wolverine outfit, trying to do the weather in a newsroom. And then Ryan Reynolds in the newsroom being the anchor, and at the end he's still Ryan Reynolds, but like in the head Deadpool suit from the neck down. And he looks over and sees the entire K-pop band there. It's like, how long have you guys been here? So, and apparently that happened because there was an interview for the press junket for the movie, and they had two of the band there, and he was like, "Yeah, the funniest thing about that whole skit is that Marvel knew nothing about it." And we're like, "Wait, what?" So they just jumped in a K-pop band's video, didn't tell Marvel, in the Wolverine and Deadpool suit. And I'm like, I think you're peddling bullshit, Mr. Man. I call bullshit.
Then again, it's also Ryan Reynolds. He
That's
walked
the-
off the set. He walked off the set of both Deadpool 1 and 2 with the suit still on and didn't return it.
Those were not Marvel movies. That was not an MCU Disney Marvel thing. That was 20th Century Fox. He could get away with that shit then. We don't know if he could at that time. So anyhow, yeah.
I just can't wait for the movie. I want to watch
I can't.
it.
It's
it's
yeah.
bad.
By the way, guys, there is not going to be a Fan Friday next week. At least not for me, because I'm going to be watching this movie. I will be watching Deadpool and Wolverine. You bet your bottom dollar.
If the theater closest to me has
Dude, it's in every format. This is being released in every format possible. So regular theater, IMAX, 4DX, everything.
Fuck, I need to go. I'm going to go see it on Thursday.
Yeah, it comes out on Thursday, but my brother
it comes
and I...
out. Comes out Friday, but my local theater has early access.
No. They now do the premieres on Thursdays.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's not a thing with your local theater. Like, your local theater wouldn't be able to get away with that unless everybody else was doing it. So yeah, Thursday releases are the thing.
Oh, I'm totally gonna buy
I can't wait to see all the different Deadpools they're gonna have.
That's gonna be fun. We've
I know they have
confirmed Lady Deadpool and Dogpool are definitely in it. God only knows if we're gonna get Kid Deadpool
or Zombie Pool.
We'll see.
Zombie Pool.
So like I said, if on the shot of Lady Deadpool walking, if you pause it, there's a whole bunch of silhouettes of other Deadpools behind her. You can tell they're the Deadpools because they all got swords.
All right, I want to go ahead and also point out we got Toad in this trailer. I wonder if Ray Park came back to be Toad.
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Get Darth Maul back in the MCU.
Yeah, what happens when a Toad is struck by lightning?
Same thing that happens to everything else. Also, just general nerdy news, so this technically counts for this segment. I want to go ahead and point out that the Acolyte has officially finished its run, and what a fucking dumpster fire that was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously. Holy shit. Apparently, it only started getting interesting in the final episode, but because it took that long to actually get interesting, like, the level of interesting that it was dropped down because there were like 3 or 4 things in that final episode that were cool. Number 1, we finally got a glimpse of Darth Plagueis. We finally saw Darth Plagueis for all of like 2 to 3 seconds. It ended with Yoda, but Yoda didn't say anything. It was just the back of Yoda's head. Number 3, the Supreme Chancellor at the time raised a very good point about how the Jedi are just out of control and they need to be brought under the control of the Senate because they're just running roughshod and it's not okay. And literally the Supreme Chancellor at the time just predicted Anakin 100 years early. That's what happened. And then 4, this was really cool. Okay, so we finally got some interesting fight stuff, but literally we got to see, for the first time in live action, the actual moment that someone starts bleeding a kyber crystal and turning it red, and watching a blue saber turn red. We've never seen that in Star Wars. We have always seen it was once this color and now it's just red. No, we've never actually seen the process of bleeding a kyber crystal, of watching a blade change color. That was dope. So, those were the 4 things that showed up in the final episode of Acolyte that were just kind of like, too little, too late. Also, apparently, the director chick is trying to take credit for Darth Plagueis, and I'm like, nah, that's a George Lucas thing. You need to calm down. I don't know, man. But yeah, there are a lot of Star Wars fans that are not having fun with. The only way I can tolerate watching this is if I'm doing it with the Obi-Wan Reacts crew. Because that stuff is really funny, where you have Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon watching. That is the only way I can. That's the only way I've watched this series. Because like I took in the first episode and I was like, nah. And I have no issues with people wanting to try something new. Nothing at all. But don't disparage the creator and say that, like, come out and say, oh, Star Wars fans are this or that. It's like, shut the hell up. You were starting controversy just for the sake of starting controversy. What did it do? Nothing good. Anyhow. Let's get to anime news, because we don't have any gaming news this time. It is with sadness that I have to announce that voice actor Tom Weiner passed away at 77 years old. His agency, Mobile Moniker, announced on July 10th that the actor had died. He was 77. Weiner's iconic roles include Devimon in Digimon Adventure, Omnimon in Digimon Adventure Tri, Coexistence, Quint Yaden. Digimon Adventure Tri Coexistence. Sorry. Quint Yaden in Wolf's Rain, Project 2501, The Puppet Master in Ghost in a Shell, and M. Bison in Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 2 5. Or is it Street Fighter 2V? I don't know.
2V.
2V. Okay. The actor has also voiced roles in over 100 anime, including Lupin the Third Part 2, Planetes, Pretty Cure, and Robot Carnival, among others. He had a very prolific career, and he will be missed. Alrighty. Let's go on to the next topic. Okay. Did everybody get a chance to watch the Terminator Zero trailer? Because I've had it up on the thing for like almost a week now.
Yep.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I still don't know what the hell it is that we're watching.
Seems like what actually happens when Skynet takes over and starts releasing
is this
the Terminator.
post-Judgment Day, or are we still dealing with the time travel aspect? Because I'd like to actually be in the actual war. That was what was really cool about Terminator Salvation, was that we actually did not do any of this time travel stuff. We just stayed in the war.
From what I pick up for the trailer, and I'm more than happy to be proven wrong, so I have plenty of times before, but to me it seems like it's pre-Judgment Day leading into the beginning of Judgment Day.
Not necessarily, because the T-800 series didn't happen until after Judgment Day. Judgment Day was the day the bombs dropped. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the war with the machines.
There are parts in this that show what seems to be pre-Judgment Day, when Terminators first were integrating to human society by the looks of it. Then there's a scene where it's post-Judgment Day, and then most of it's just fighting the Terminators. So it seems to just be like at least from what I noticed, a giant period of time.
If that's the case, that Terminators are out before Judgment Day, that just feels wrong. Like, how many times do we have to screw with the timeline before we've broken it completely?
Look at Terminator Genesis.
That movie would have been good if they hadn't spoiled a major plot point in the trailer.
If John Connor wasn't a Terminator?
No, that part was fine. That part was actually fine. They spoiled that in the trailer is the problem. That would have been such an interesting reveal for the movie if the trailer hadn't given it away. Literally, the second trailer they put out put that forward. That, oh, yeah. And it's like, why? That's a major plot point. Don't give that away. And that shows up halfway through the movie. Let the audience, like, have that moment. That Genesis was not nearly as bad as T3 or what was it? Terminator Dark Fate. Yeah, like Genesis is like I am aware that I'm arguing that it was the least trash in the trash bin, but I'll take my wins where I can get them, my guy. At least the writing wasn't like all over the place. Dark Fate felt okay, but like it was a one-time watch for me. I've at least watched Terminator Genesis 3 times. Terminator 3 had its moments, but like, and to be fair, I liked the overall theme of Terminator 3, which was Judgment Day is inevitable. You can't stop it. You can only postpone it. So it's going to happen. There were some good concepts in Terminator 3. There really were.
I'm going through the trailer again. At 21 seconds, you actually do see a bomb go off. At 15 seconds, you see all of the bombs drop. But also at, where is it?
Well, here's the thing. That could just be like a flashback of them talking about it. But I don't understand why they're putting Terminators in human society before Judgment Day.
At 37 seconds, you see a Terminator in a full suit walking or turning towards a mirror room. Can't tell which. And then at 40 seconds, a guy jumps out of bed in a completely fine bedroom with a working alarm clock. And then after that, literally at 42 seconds, you see two people by a 55-gallon drum fire with lightning going on in the background with a ruined city behind them.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking it spans probably a couple days before Judgment Day, all the way to the bombs dropping.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, you also have a couple people fighting the Terminators themselves.
The problem I have with a lot of people who keep doing stuff in the Terminator franchise is that they're too obsessed with the time travel aspect. No, just fucking do the machine war. Just do the Terminator war. Do the war with Skynet. I think that's why Salvation was the best thing to have come out since T2.
The first two Terminator movies, yes, it made sense to have the time travel aspect because they were setting everything up. But they don't actually show how bad the actual Judgment Day is, how bad the Terminator Wars were. I mean, hell, the Terminator TV show back in late 2009, I think it was.
The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Sarah Connor Chronicles did a fantastic job of filling in the gaps between Judgment Day and still having flashbacks to the actual wars themselves.
Mm-hmm. I really wanted to see like Rise of the Resistance from I know that sounds too Star Wars-y, but I mean like literally it is the Resistance. That's what they call themselves. But like the building of the Resistance through John Connor and all that. Like I wanted to see, like that was the shit I was looking forward to. If we keep jumping back into the past before Judgment Day, like guys, at this point we all know how Judgment Day happened. You don't have to show us Judgment Day. We've seen it. It's in Terminator 3 for God's sake. We watched the bombs drop already. But
hell, we're close to Judgment Day outside right now. Look out your goddamn window.
Oh man.
Sorry, I watched the South Park Streaming Wars specials.
Life's not one giant liberal arts school. Freaking, there's a South Park skit in the new Eminem album, and that's all I could hear in my head now. Life isn't one big liberal arts college. Deal with it.
Look at me, kids. This is how you fix an oven. You take out your phone and you call the handyman.
Alrighty. I wasn't sure whether we should talk about this or not, considering we never really did much with it. But as somebody who reads the manga,
we heard our opinions on Terminator. Moon's been quiet this entire time.
That's right. That's true.
I don't have much of an opinion on Terminator.
All right, there we go. His opinion is no opinion.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, I just want to
actually seen any of them.
I just wanted to make sure we heard you.
Pieces, they're decent.
Look, here's the thing. They're decent. Fuck you. All right, we need to get him to watch the first 2 Terminators.
All right.
You know, the ones that actually matter.
Then next time we're all together.
Yeah, something like that. Also, we'll have to do, like, he's not allowed to see any of the Ghostbuster stuff until after he's watched Terminator now.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll get to see Ghostbusters Afterlife or Frozen Empire until you've watched the 2 Terminators.
At this point, I'm not going to watch Afterlife until I'm in the afterlife.
I mean, your timing is the worst, my guy. Because, like, each time that I've had you around and we've tried to watch it, something has gone awry. Or somebody just took over my living room, which is also a thing.
I mean...
All right. So
at some point.
we will. We'll eventually get it done. I have the Terminator. Like, be glad my brother's not here. He would lose his shit if he found out you had never watched at least the first 2 Terminator movies.
So if the next time we go over to his house, I say, I've never seen the Terminator movies, he'd just be like, sit down.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I should call him and tell him that, but like, yeah, we're not gonna open that can of worms. I'll never be off the phone. All right, so moving on to the anime block, we're gonna start with Ron Kamonohashi's Forbidden Deductions. Wow, really? Now, perfect time to yawn? Fuck you, body.
Wake up, damn it.
Yeah, I am awake.
Are you sure about that?
No.
He's asleep already?
When did we get Biden in here?
No politics. No politics on the show.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Anyhow.
When did we get my dad in here?
No family drama.
I was gonna say, when did Ace
no
get in
family
here?
drama on the show.
When
All
did Abe Simpson get in here?
Good night, everybody.
Can everyone hear me okay? I have been told I am quiet.
I
can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Are they saying in chat that you're quiet?
Nah, my friend is Trix a ferret. So yeah, they just sent me a message, be like, "Hey, you're quiet." And I'm like,
Yeah, you're always quiet though. You're soft spoken. That's your fault.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because voice acting and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So we're gonna try and get through this story if we can. Okay. They dropped a teaser for season 2, which I think has a release. Yeah, it's going to premiere in October. For those of you that haven't checked out this series, I don't want to spoil anything about it, but basically, there's a detective. He hasn't done detective work in a long time. There's reasons for that. Go on Crunchyroll, check out the first season. But yeah, season 2, if you like detective stories and detective stories that aren't going to be wrapped up in just one episode, this is one of those. Also, it's done by the mangaka who brought us Kaitekyo Hitman Reborn. So I would definitely encourage you, if you like that mangaka, to check this series out. It's actually a genuine mystery series with an interesting twist.
What the twist?
Yeah. There's a reason they're called Forbidden Deductions. But yeah, season 2's coming out. They're introducing more characters. More of the plot is going to be unfurled. Bruh, I don't want to reveal why they have been removed from. Basically, the world's greatest detective can't do detective work because of a very important reason. It's not because reasons, which would be like, oh, he just can't. No, this one's actually like kind of important. This one's important and kind of messed up. It's pretty interesting. If anything, just give the first episode a watch because it will explain in the first episode what is going on. So there you go. All right. Why, body? Why are you fighting against me? Why you gotta be this way? Okay. Going with things I didn't even know were a thing. The first American Manga Awards announces its nominees. The Japan Society and Anime NYC announced the nominees for the first American Manga Awards on Tuesday. The award categories and their respective nominees are as follows. Now, I would like to say I'm actually kind of surprised this hasn't already happened. Like, it took us to 2024 to get to this point. But I guess anime is mainstream now, so yeah. I don't know. Best New Manga, The Darwin Incident, DRCL Midnight Children, Just Like Mona, Mothers, and Sora and the House of Monsters. Guys, I'm omitting the names of the mangaka because I'm terrible at pronouncing Japanese names. Please look up this article in the links in the description so you can actually look at them and give them their proper respect. Best Continuing Manga Series, Blood on the Tracks, Delicious in Dungeon, woohoo! Dinosaur Sanctuary, She Loves to Cook and She Loves to Eat, and The Summer Hikaru Died.
I misread that one. Okay.
Yeah. Best New Edition of Classic Manga Series, Minami's Lover, My Name is Shingo, Neighborhood Story, Okinawa, Sword of Sand and Mabui, and UFO Mushroom Invasion.
That sounds like a fun one.
I was like, UFO Mushroom Invasion. What the frick? I want to read that now.
I want to know how many people eat the mushrooms and get high.
Let's see. We have Best Translation, Stephen Paul's translation of Akane Banashi. John Neal's translation of Bocchi the Rock. Hell yeah, love Bocchi. Goddamn Dave. David Evelyn's translation of Dal Kara. Kevin Steinbeck's translation of Double S Isak. And Stephen Kohler's translation of Witch Hat Altier.
Atelier.
Atelier? Mm. At Atelier. All I hear is Altair, man. Fucking Assassin's Creed.
Goddamn assassins are witches now.
Damn it. I knew it. I knew it. No, that's what the Salem witch hunts were. It was really the Templars trying to get rid of the assassins. Yeah.
I mean, that was part of it.
Was it actually?
From my understanding of the lore, yes.
Oh, wow. That's funny. That was completely on accident. Then we have Best Lettering and Best Publication Design. There's a lot of stuff in here that I'm just like, okay, but also, I don't know. I mean, part of me is a little sad that One Piece didn't even make the list, but also it's kind of glad because One Piece just would have
won everything.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad because this doesn't feel like the anime awards from Crunchyroll where it's just an overblown gigantic popularity contest. Where some things are actually deserving and other things aren't even in the correct category. You know? Just saying. Nobody here truly believes that Demon Slayer belongs in the fantasy category, right? That is supernatural.
Absolutely not.
Which I consider more historical.
Well, there's also that. All right. That is it for that. Oh my God, I'm so happy for this. All right. This next story made me grin so big. I'm already aware that Moon doesn't know anything about this next story. But before we dive into that, what were your thoughts on this manga awards thing? And like, I'm not the only one that thinks, wait, they didn't have this like 4 years ago?
Oh no, I thought it'd be something that happened pre-COVID. You know, back before the world ended. In the before times, as one might say.
In the before times.
Before the Fire Nation attacked.
Is that... I am hereby referring to January 6th as the day the Fire Nation attacked from now on. That will forever be. That will forever be.
Listen, the Church of Napalm didn't attack anybody yet.
Warhammer 40k hasn't shown up. What are you talking about? Brother, give me the flamer. The heavy
flamer.
All right. Moon, any more thoughts on the manga award ceremony before we move on?
I wish I read more manga.
Yeah, same. Alrighty, guys.
I mean, you could always read, Manga Plus. The first time you read through a manga is free.
He does.
I'm using that for Oshi No Ko at the very least, but...
Oh, no. He is grabbing something.
Probably grabbing the manga or the DVDs.
Probably both.
The DVDs. I'm going to steal his thunder. So, hey, everyone. They're making a new Ranma half anime.
Ranma 1/2.
A new cast and everything. Yeah, Ranma 1/2. Either way.
I'm going to really annoy Richie when he comes back.
Okay, I promise this, what I just did relates to our next topic. I promise. I just have to get headphones on, which is going to be a chore right now. Okay, there we go. I can hear you guys again. All right.
Cool. I already told them what the next story was.
Really wish you hadn't.
I know.
All right. You know what? As the person that doesn't watch this show, why are you introducing the anime?
It makes sense, actually.
Too long.
I was taking... Fuck you. All right. So, barring that nonsense, our next story involves Ranma 1/2 anime returning. Guys, if you don't understand, for everybody, this is just 5 out of the 7 seasons, by the way. For everybody who bitches about how much anime costs, or now you are right to bitch in certain cases, looking at you, Aniplex, but for people who complain about how costly it is to stream anime nowadays, I want you to understand something. This is how long ago this was. I bought this shit at Suncoast. It's been that long. This is just one season. One season of Ranma 1/2. $150 before tax. I own 5 seasons of this.
I can't really say much because I had the complete original Orphan series on DVD before it was licensed to anybody but Sentai.
I had the first 2 seasons bootlegged because that was
one
the
cost
only way
me.
You could find them for a while.
That
So the
DVD set
only
cost me $300.
anime- The only anime DVD I actually own was one I actually found on my own, and I very much enjoyed. Flip Flappers. Was at a con, found a DVD that came with an art book, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm taking this."
All right,
And,
so
Well, yeah, I'm so looking forward to Ranma.
I am
half,
looking for.
Ranma
I am
0.5
looking for.
again.
I am looking forward to Ranma 1/2. If you don't know what the 1/2 means, well, dump some cold water on the boy.
Or girl, depending on
No. Dump some cold water on the boy or some hot water on the girl. Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm totally. I
guys,
can't wait to see Ranma
guys,
0.5 again.
I want you guys to understand. This is kind of adorable, and no, before people start coming out with their assumptions, not knowing the history of this series, this is not a thing for or against transgenderism. It is not anything to do with that. It's literally about a whole set of springs in this like forbidden place in China where every spring has the curse of a drowned something. A pig, a goose, a cat, girl. It's got some weird shit. And
to be fair,
I think the Japanese cast is kind of the same because literally I heard Inuyasha's Japanese voice and I was like, oh yeah, he was also Ranma, wasn't he?
And to be fair, the original anime ended in 92.
Mm-hmm.
32 fucking years ago.
This is Rumiko Takahashi before Inuyasha.
Like, the series ended, sadly, a month after I was born.
Yeah. The series actually ended.
I'm sorry, a month and a year
without.
after I was born.
The series ended, and I don't know how it ended. Because I'm anime only. I know! Me! Anime only. Can you imagine? The horror. But yeah, I only ever watched the anime for this, but I also watched it dubbed because that's what was available here, and because a lot of the dub voices for Ranma 1/2 were Gundam Wing voices, and it was the most out-of-character silly shit. Dude, Tatewake Kuno was fucking Wu Fei. You have never laughed truly until you've heard the voice of Wu Fei Chang actually try and just blatantly, angrily insulting male Ranma, and then on a dime, unabashedly flirting with female Ranma. I love you. I have a date with you. I love you. I have a date with you. It's so stupid.
Possibly the best news for any fans of the original anime. The original voice actors are reprising their roles.
For the sub, we don't know about the dub.
No. Yeah, for the sub, the original voice actors and actresses are reprising their roles, which is fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh yeah, and then there's also the Spring of the Drowned Panda. I forgot about his dad. Here's a basic plot synopsis.
Unimportant.
Here's a basic plot synopsis since it's been out for so long. All right. Family, martial arts family, with man with $3 daughters, made a promise to his friend George Saltome that when his son grew up and became a man, he would give one of his daughters away. Well, they show up. He breaks this whole news on his 3 daughters. Suddenly, a panda shows up with a redheaded girl in tow. Hilarity ensues. They find out it's a girl. She goes to take a hot bath. Gets out of the bath is a boy. And the girl that is, quote unquote, the fiance sees just this boy sitting there in the buff while she's in the buff. Fighting and hilarity ensue. Later, we are joined. Oh, it turns out the dad fell into the Spring of the Drowned Panda. So now when he gets hit with cold water, he turns into a panda. And then warm water brings them back to their original state. There is a pig. There is a goose. Like, okay, here's the thing. If you think Zoro is eternally lost, let me introduce you to Ryoga Hibiki. Like, Zoro has nothing on how lost Ryoga gets. They're part of the we will wander off into the Oblivion Club. The best cosplay I have ever seen was from like years ago. It was a Ryoga cosplayer who slept outside of the convention in a tent on brand and then had a sign for a different con from 3 years before. That was the most on-brand Ryoga I had ever seen. I had to go up and shake his hand. He was literally making outdoor rice in like the little canteens and everything. I was like, bro, that is so on brand. He was like, I'm just happy someone knows who I am. I'm like, you're Ryoga. I almost walked over and called you Peachon. You will find out.
Oh,
The names, by the way, the names in Ranma are ridiculous. You literally have a Chinese a Chinese girl named Shampoo. Anyhow, there's so much stuff. I can't wait to see Kuno again. Just the stuff that I've seen from this trailer has shown me that Akane is still very much going to be Akane, where she has to fight a whole thing of boys every day. Like a whole gaggle of boys that are like, Akane, please date me. And she just beats the hell out of them. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah. I love you. I would date with you. I love you. I would date with you. God damn it. Fucking Kuno, my guy. This is one of those series that I definitely wanted to see get an update. Like the animation and everything. I wanted it to get the Hunter x Hunter treatment. You know? Oh, I forgot Kappe Yamaguchi is in this. Oh my god. If you don't know, if some of you are unfamiliar, then you're morons. Kappe Yamaguchi, the troll that is Kappe Yamaguchi, voices Usopp in One Piece. But he was also Inuyasha and Ranma and so many other things. The reason I call him the troll is because Kappe Yamaguchi is well known for spoiling One Piece manga plot points to the voice actress for Luffy. Yeah, it's gotten to the point that
so
like
mean.
every time she sees him now, she will put on headphones. Because Kappe reads the manga and he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't. He has spoiled stuff for all of the main voice cast. All the Straw Hats, they're like, oh yeah, we get spoilers from Kappe. And it's like... But Tanaka doesn't want to know them, so she's just like, no. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. That would be the question, the one question that I'm allowed to ask Mayumi Tanaka, voice of Luffy, about is just be like, how often does Kappe Yamaguchi try to spoil stuff for you in from the manga? Like, because we hear he's a big he's silly, and yeah. I'm looking forward to this. Ranma is definitely one of those things that I've watched. I was watching Ranma like crazy back when I was in the military, my guy. Yeah, that's how far back we go. Oh my god, it's been a minute. So you're printing a Necron army? Good luck. I'm not painting it. I'll make my brother do that stuff. He's got the paints.
Brother more than likely enjoy it too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well, I don't know.
Fenris?
Necrons are small.
Fenris, would you like to take over the next one? But to answer Moon real quick before we go on to the next story, my brother builds Gunpla. Gunpla pieces are very small too.
Yes, they are, especially if you're building it HG or RG.
Mm-hmm.
Necrons are smaller.
Okay.
I can guarantee it.
No. You haven't seen the Gundam mini models.
So, Moon, this is a piece
Of a
Gunpla. Of a regular grade Gunpla. This thing is like at most half an inch wide.
That is about the size of a Necron's head.
Yeah, no,
And
this is
assuming
just
there is an army to be painted, there will be multiple.
I mean, I'm just making somebody else paint it for me. Fuck that.
and
Fair
this
enough,
is
that's
one of
true.
the pilots.
Mm-hmm.
You have to paint that.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but yes. And this is a beard. That was put
This-
onto.
This is a bucket.
No.
Dear God.
No, you don't say dear God. That's the second part. It's
No, that's the
no.
first part.
No, the first part is
Because
no.
no comes last.
No, no comes first.
This is a bucket. Dear
No.
God, there's more. No.
No, it's the other
I
way
have
around.
watched this thing, motherfucker. You want to
It's-
try me right now? I will send you the link.
Okay.
Well, Moon does that. Moving on. Dragon Ball Daima's anime's trailer reveals October premiere dates. I don't know how I feel about seeing Kid Goku again.
It's Kid Goku and Kid Vegeta, so
Kid Goku, Kid Vegeta, Kid Piccolo. Basically everybody's kids again. I don't know why. Let's see here.
Thank
Masako Nozawa is returning to voice Son Goku. But in the series, Goku, Vegeta, Bulma, and other characters throughout the series become younger than usual. However, this is different from a similar plot point in the Dragon Ball anime that shall not be named, in which Goku reverts back into a kid after the end of the original series. Although the title Daima does not mean anything, the kanji could be interpreted as evil in English. I mean, yeah, we all know Vegeta started off as evil. And he and Nappa laughed at Earth's Navy before they blew it up. And then Nappa became a ghost.
Richie, did you watch that clip you sent me?
Huh? Yeah.
Did you watch that clip you sent me?
Yeah, it starts with Dear
proving me
God
right.
and then it goes to no. What?
And then it goes no.
Yeah.
Y'all were both telling me otherwise.
Oh, was I?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But yes, the anime looks to be premiering in October. I don't understand.
You don't understand what?
I don't understand Dragon Ball Daima.
I think everybody's just SD chibi cute.
But why?
I don't know.
It didn't work for Gundam. Why is it going to work
it's
for
a
Goku?
horse that is dead, and boy, do they keep beating it.
Because Dragon Ball better? I don't know.
Don't you dare.
Dragon Ball better than Gundam. It just be that way. It is a widely known fact. Look, you can love what you love, but like it is the more accepted, more beloved franchise. I'm sorry if it hurts your whittle feelings, but your feelings aren't facts.
All I know is that I enjoy Team 4-Star.
Yeah. Yeah, drink. He drinks to deal with the pain of knowing
Fuck
that
you and your
Gundam
logic.
He drinks to deal with the pain of knowing that Dragon Ball is the more beloved series.
Fuck you and your logic.
Fuck me and my facts. Fuck you and your feelings. Anyhow,
Not this time. I'm too sober.
this is the story of a girl who did not
Red
cry
River.
a
Red
river.
River.
No, who
Oh.
did not cry a river and drown the whole world. She looks pretty happy in her photographs. But no. Okay. Next topic. Moon.
Do you absolutely love her?
She smiles?
Stop!
No.
Manga piracy! That is literally the sentence.
Stop. Manga piracy? It's like you're telling manga piracy to stop. It's great.
Yep. Okay, campaign prints thank you ads in newspapers in 4 countries. Ooh, that's nice.
They could have chosen a better one for Ace.
Yeah, they could have.
I'm so glad that you finished this right in time because he just finished Marineford.
No, that hurts. Oh,
You think that hurts? You think that hurts, my guy? Oh,
I don't want it to get worse. I
It's
like it
One
when my
Piece.
pirate adventure is happy.
oh, then you're
The
definitely.
Oh,
real world
God.
ain't always happy there,
The
bud.
real world ain't happy.
I
Boy, are
know.
you gonna not like Sabo?
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Does he die too?
I cannot confirm nor deny any deaths that may or may not happen in the future of One Piece.
Fuck. Since the widespread adoption of high-speed internet, Japanese publishers have been working to prevent their manga from being distributed on piracy websites. The efforts have yielded mixed results, including when those publishers banded together for the Stop Manga Piracy campaign in 2019. Still, the publishers do acknowledge readers who strive to read manga in legal ways. The campaign released an ad internationally to thank those readers.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Japanese website Comic Natalie, the Stop Manga Piracy thank you message appeared in newspapers in the United States, Italy, Spain, and France. The campaign's Twitter account also posted the thank you message in the corresponding languages, English, Italian, Spanish, and French, along with info on the newspaper in which fans could find the ad. The tweet reads, thank you who are reading the official versions in America, thank you. We know it, you really love manga, various works, and the creators. So today we are placing a newspaper advertisement in the New York Times to express our gratitude. Have a look. It's got a picture, and then more tweets. This is a wonderful sentiment from the manga publishers involved in the campaign. However, English-speaking manga fans were not without their criticisms. The Twitter account... Oh, no, that's the name of the account.
Mm-hmm.
July... and stuff, responded to the Stop Manga Piracy account's post by saying, in my opinion, to reduce piracy, you must increase availability and accessibility. Manga Time something once tried to expand to an English audience with a Facebook app back in September 2020, featuring a handful of series. It then shut down and vanished without a word a few months after. They unfortunately haven't done something similar since Manga Time Kirara has many series that most of which will never get official English localizations, and the ones that can do take years to get. Or in some cases, the localization is canceled, then years later finally relocalized. For example, Blend S and Is the Order a Rabbit. Other Twitter users were a bit harsher and less specific with criticisms. Circumstances? User DJ Sumares responded by saying, "It is so funny to see this. I would like to ask what you have done to improve the accessibility of manga outside of Japan." Another user, Ogata the Wildcat, also opined on the limited access to English translations of manga, saying, "Piracy would be a lot less common if more series were licensed. There's loads of series I'd love to have physically, but there's no English version, so piracy would be my only option." Twitter user Absolutely No Avail cheekily responded with a gif of Captain Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean film franchise. Hold on. Just him smiling. This is beautiful. Yep. Twitter user Rage was critical of several replies to the initial Stop Manga Piracy post. Although the user is a bit vulgar, he or she motherfuckers in the replies still gonna lick the boots of their scan later samas, hell, who are just pests, who are the reasons there's less titles getting licensed. Officially translated manga digitally in English has been around for years. You all acting you can't access them. Quit yapping. Jeez, that was a sentence. So there's a clear divide among the English-speaking manga fandom regarding the message from the Stop Manga Piracy campaign. This is a noteworthy gesture by the Stop Manga Piracy campaign to manga fans around the world. However, there is some legitimacy to the criticisms made regarding the advertisement. There is a limited number of official English translations of manga, and those manga series that are translated are generally the popular series in Japan. But we also must consider the amount of official manga translations currently available, and while the content isn't always presented in the most ideal manner, it is better than nothing. It could be much worse, after all. We could go back to the days where it was just according to Keikaku. Translator's notes. Keikaku means plan.
All according to cake.
Richie, can I make a
Keikaku. Keikaku means plan.
Can I initiate a vote real quick before we move on?
What?
Can we change Moon's title to Minister of Arceology and Drunkenness with how much he just stumbled his way through that article?
No. You already have the alcohol part covered. We don't get two of those.
You really do.
Yeah.
But alcohol is always better when you drink with friends.
Besides, we all know someone's a bit of a worse reader at times. Just saying. No one in this call.
Wow, that's so mean. I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Just make sure you say it and don't text it to him.
Just wow.
I'm going to hell. I say it with love. I do.
Crunchyroll removes
really
comments from news articles and anime episodes.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll disabled the user comments section on its service, including in both its news articles and anime video pages, on July 8th, saying that it prioritizes creating a safe and respectable community environment, encouraging users to instead use its star rating system to express opinions. Anime News Network can confirm the comments have been removed from newly posted news articles and anime episodes, as well as from past anime episodes and past news articles posted before July 8th. ANN reached out to Crunchyroll for comment, and a spokesperson provided ANN with the same comments shared on its help page, quoted above. ANN asked Crunchyroll about the reason for the change, and the company declined to comment. ANN also asked Crunchyroll if the change had anything to do with homophobic comments left on the premiere episode of the Boys Love anime, Twilight Out of Focus, which debuted on July 5th, and the company similarly declined comments.
Oh no. I read up on that. That wasn't just homophobic comments. That was just pure unfiltered hate.
It was, yes.
It was a shit show. I kind of agree with what Crunchyroll did here. This is a sign of this is why we can't have nice things. Crunchyroll took the comments away because people were like unabashedly abusing the comment section to say the worst shit. The comment section for that episode is proof that humankind should not exist. Yeah. The human experiment was a failure and it's time to end it. That's what that looked like. It was not okay. I do not begrudge or judge Crunchyroll for taking this step. It was a thing. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
I think the player that's running this simulation needs to just restart.
Guys, I'm just saying this right now. Like, it's anime. It's just anime, my guys. There's been Yuri and Yaoi in anime for fucking decades.
Minimum 50 years.
Yeah. And now you choose to go off? Shut the fuck up. Like, can we just purge these people from the gene pool? Like, at this point in time, it's like, why? Why you gotta hate on it? Nobody's forcing you to watch this. Yes, it's up in the Crunchyroll library. Do you know how much shit is in the Crunchyroll library that you don't pay attention to? Shut the fuck up.
I purposely searched through the Crunchyroll library for MA-rated anime for a reason.
Yeah. There is so much content up on Crunchyroll, and you've probably missed a lot of hidden gems because it's not exactly easy to find. This means you had to go out of your way to specifically go to this show and talk shit on it. I'll be 100%. I didn't even remember that this show existed until this controversy came up.
And I have a feeling most of the people who commented didn't even watch the anime. They were just on the bandwagon.
Yeah, just that. So shut the fuck up. We don't care. Hope you rot in hell if it does exist. All right. On to other Crunchyroll rebranding. Crunchyroll updates branding with modernized logo, font, glyphs after passing 14 million subscribers. Crunchyroll unveiled on Thursday its updated logo, branding, font, and glyphs. The streaming service also revealed that it has passed 14 million subscribers. The brand new identity will begin rollout at San Diego Comic-Con on July 25th. Crunchyroll streamed a video that shows its updated branding. The modernized logo features a balanced eye symbol and revamped text. Okay. Oh, the Crunchyroll logo was actually an eye this whole time? I didn't know that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Either.
Okay.
But now that mentions I am seeing the eye in it.
Yeah.
Now.
The company
Yeah,
also has a
it
new
makes
font.
sense.
The new glyph system features over 139 characters that are inspired by anime and manga. Crunchyroll collaborated with Japanese artists on the new textures and patterns. There will also be a limited streetwear collection inspired by the new Crunchyroll brand, designed by 2024 CFDA Fashion Fund finalist Sebastian Ami at San Diego Comic-Con. And here's where we get to the real news. Crunchyroll recently increased the prices of its Mega Fan and Ultimate Fan tiers in the U.S., Argentina, Colombia, France, Portugal, and select additional territories in the U.S. The company increased the Mega Fan price from $9.99 to $11.99 per month, and the Ultimate Fan from $14.99 to $15.99 per month. The Fan tier remains at $7.99 per month. The Crunchyroll free trial has also decreased from 14 days to 7 days of free viewing. The Fan tier has no advertisements, and all new simulcast episodes will be available to users as they premiere. The Mega Fan tier includes all features from the Fan tier. In addition, this tier enables offline viewing and access to 4 streams at once. Members also get a 10% discount off select products and free shipping for orders over $50 US on the Crunchyroll store. This is just basic stuff that I'm not really all that.
I mean, we covered the price increase a couple months ago.
Yeah, like all of this is backstory stuff at this point. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Last but not least, I want to shout out two light novels that are dropping next month. So Dragon Hatchling Volume 7 will be dropping on the 5th. And on the 20th, Volume 19 of Slime will be dropping. So if you were looking forward to those, it's a good time now to pre-order either one. Oh, okay. Now we move on to the last little bit of the show. I don't know why my sinuses are playing such crap on me, but yep. Guys, that is it for the news portion. We're now going to move on to the anime review portions. So if you see the little spoiler tag comes up, that means we're talking about the shows. We're going to start talking about Slime. Then we're going to talk about Tower of God. And then we'll finish with Oshi No Ko. Alrighty. Let's get to it. There's so much stuff that happened in this episode of Slime that I'd forgotten about. Like,
can I just say
kids.
one thing real
go
quick
for it. Go
about
for it.
Slime?
Yeah.
Fucking Dave.
What?
It's Slime Bridge, the goblin that when Rimuru and everybody else shows up on the ground is fucking Dave.
He's not Dave at that point, though. Even in the abridged, he won't be Dave anymore.
I will still call him Dave.
Then I will.
That's what he was
rebuke you
originally
every
introduced
time.
as.
I will rebuke you every time. I'm kind of over the Dave thing. And don't give him shit for going for being beaten by Dagrel's kids. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not giving him shit over over it. I'm just saying fucking Dave because he showed up.
He's not Dave. It's the anime. He's Gobzo. Stop it.
Fucking Gobzo.
All right,
Thank you.
All right. The fucking Dave jokes just need to die now. Like, fucking hell. I'm over it.
Yeah, Dave.
It's
they're
almost
never gonna
8
die.
years old. It's 8 years old now. Leave it alone.
It's never gonna die. You know this.
All right, well, I'm
Just
hereby
like
announcing.
Rimbaruism and
It's a
Menuism will
goonie.
not die.
All right, I hereby announce my retirement from Fat Dog Studios. Effective immediately. Bye, everybody. Fuck all that shit. Yeah. All right. All right. Can we actually talk about the episode and not abridged related content? Just go. Fucking. Oh man.
Anyways, in this episode of Slime,
I really enjoyed the fact that Milim and Ramirez just vowed to Shuna because of snacks.
She is the most
Of course.
powerful being in all of Tempest.
She really is.
she could bring anyone to their knees by denying them snacks.
I was like, if you don't behave, you don't get snacks. We're
We're
good.
best of friends, right?
Friends, now we're great. We're fine. Yeah. Give us the snacks, please. Sounds like someone
Continue.
didn't want their cookies.
Continue.
But yes. So Milim showed up. Rimuru was all like, man, we need dragons. And Milim's all like, yo, I'll get you those dragons, boy. And he's like, why the fuck are you here? And then she's like,
Aren't your
no,
parents kind of mad that you ran away?
no.
You're gonna get chewed out.
We know what's
crap.
going to happen there. And it was really funny to see that. Oh, boy. But, so, yeah, she agrees to get the dragons for them. I don't even remember what was said to make Ramirez upsetty spaghetti, but those two just start going at it. Shuna comes in, denies them cookies, and they change their ways all of a sudden.
Oh, Ramirez told Milim that she moved into Tempest, got a job, and Rimuru invited her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, Ramirez is just a contributing member of society, and Milim.
Milim's a neat.
Yeah.
And then
Part-
we had
that's-
the procession of monsters and whatnot showing up to pay their respects to Rimuru.
Oh yes, that was a wonderful time. I was thinking that the centaurs, the horse people, would be
The
like
Bovoids
actual
and the
centaurs and
Equinox?
not. Yeah. I
Oh
was
no, they
hoping
were
they'd be like centaurs.
it was
not...
the opposite. It was the opposite, and I knew that from the beginning. Human
I
body,
think I forgot that somewhere.
horse head, cow head, all that stuff.
Like I knew the centaurs were not centaurs. Fucking.
Now, I do need to
Minotaurs.
clarify. I need to clarify for something. The Bovoids. I need to clarify something for everybody. No, those two are not strong. The cow and the horse that were fighting each other, they're not strong. It's just because here's the thing: when Rimuru actually let some, keep it in mind, he only let leak some of his Demon Lord presence, and everybody else backed the fuck off. It's this those two were too ensconced in their intense fight and hatred or whatever for each other that they did not pay attention to Rimuru. If Rimuru had let more of that out because Rimuru was actually getting angry, Rimuru would have shut that shit down. They are not stronger than Rimuru at all. Not even close. They were afraid of
it takes a lot to be
Dagrel's
stronger than Rimuru right now.
They were afraid of Dagrel's kids, and Rimuru just straight up said that they're about as powerful as Clayman. I think it was before Awakening, or was it after? his
Yeah,
awakening?
Before
Awakening.
Awakening.
Before Awakening, which means they aren't honestly all that powerful. Because if you remember, Shion just kind of laid into that form of Clayman, and then looked up, very smiling, with his blood on her knuckles, and goes, "May I beat him?" Like she asks permission afterward. God damn it!
But she exercised restraints. Quite a bit of restraints.
This time.
This time.
You ever
For
get
now.
in one of those moods where you just throw a motherfucker into another motherfucker? Shion did that.
She did well.
You have to
Yeah,
kind of
Dagrel's
play that
kids.
fight in slow-mo because of how quickly Dagrel's kids got beat the fuck up. Yeah.
Mhm.
It is so
And then
funny.
they're like, "Oh shit!
All right,
we thought you
get
might
back
have been
to
weak, but oh."
we get back to it, and we meet the elves, or the representative for the elves that live in Jura Tempest. And now Reamer is going to be in the background making moves to get the elf slaves back.
Yes.
From the look of things. And it ends with Benimaru bringing the representatives from the Tengu up. Dude, the amount of people that were either accidentally or purposely messing up Tengu with Tenga, get the fuck out of here. Just get the fuck out of here, okay?
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Overall, what'd you think of this episode?
It was a lot of fun.
It was
I
pretty
enjoyed
fun.
watching. I enjoyed watching the kids get their asses handed to them.
Absolutely. They deserve it too.
We got a meeting and a fight in the same episode. Everybody calm down.
It's a possibility. It can happen, guys.
Mm-hmm. And
I'd
we
rate
got to
this-
see the Colosseum get used for the first time.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Also get
For its
damaged
actual
for the first
intended
time.
for its intended purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting.
Yeah. I'd rank it at like a 7, 7.5.
I'd give it about an 8. So is that a 3 out
She
of
gives
5?
it 3 out of 5 sneezes. 4 out of 5.
4 out of
Oh
5
wow.
sneezes? Wow, that's pretty high.
It already spins. Just sit on it.
Gladly.
Oh,
Bless you, dude.
I take it back. I don't want my finger to smell like ass. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Moving on to Tower of God.
Ooh. Yes, this was a good one. The game they're playing is a little complicated.
Oh, next episode is going to be phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I love how overblown in power Bomb is compared to everyone else. That little brat just walks up, talks shit, and Bomb just freezes him. Like, I love that. He's just like, that is the ultimate, you are not worthy.
Also, I thought it was kind of funny. What's her face, getting all like worried and scared. It's like, you're going to try to do things. Why the hell would I want to do that?
I'm going to kill you because of this.
He's like, you will try. All right.
Oh man.
Also, I loved seeing Silver actually like revealing that he's actually he's a semi-decent person. Like, he's like, no, I'm a piece of shit, but like, I'm a piece of shit with a code.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh
No.
my God.
Seeing this
That
episode
creepy old lady.
animated.
Mm.
Yeah, seeing this episode
yeah.
animated was everything I was hoping for. Yes, it's one of the more low-key episodes, but there's just so much character development in it.
Yeah, but Loki was one of the best things in the MCU.
Hmm.
It's also a dick in Norse mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Very much. Killed. I forgot his name.
But both in the MCU and in Marvel Comics, he's now the god of
Do you have
space.
any idea how little that narrows it down, Moon? Loki killed a lot of demigods.
I know, but it was one specific one that like
Yeah,
the
but let's
mother
face it, if you
was
actually
like
read
literally
Norse
asked
mythology-
everything to not kill him. And
Do you
then-
understand how little that narrows it down?
Okay, once again,
lot. This is
if
one
you
specific
actually-
story.
If you actually read Norse mythology and not the MCU's candy version of it, you'd realize that the rest of the gods over in what you call it. I don't need proof that you have the fucking book. I don't care. Odin, Thor, all the rest of the Asgardians were fucking dicks. They had it coming.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
The Aesir were full of cunts.
Nice.
I'm not talking to you, frickin' Fenris. I fucking know. I don't need your goddamn Norse mythology resume. I'm talking to the chat. Fuck you.
I'm just saying, I know what I'm talking about.
clearly he's reading fiction. He knows nothing. You know nothing. Jon Snow.
You want fiction? Let me grab my Bible.
Hey, we are in agreement, sir. Any religious text you pull up, I consider to be fiction. All right, but no politics on the show. Anyhow.
Blasphemy is fine. Politics, it's going too far.
Yeah, it's too far. Too far. You know, people can get shot for that kind of thing nowadays, apparently. So.
Yeah, let me bend your ear on something, though.
No, I was not referring. I was not referring to any specific shooting, and then you had to go specific.
All I did was ask if I could bend your ear on something.
You knew what you were referring to. Anyhow, Tower of God. Remember when the most controversial thing we were talking about was Loki and Norse mythology just like 2 minutes ago? Those were good times.
Very good times.
Yeah, very good times. All right, let's go back to Tower of God.
Mind blowing. I was holding on to that one for too long. I couldn't stop it. I had to.
So anyway, about Tower of God.
Whew.
I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Very
Talk
fun.
about Tower of God.
Yeah, working on it. Anyways, Tower of God, fun episode. Pretty funny moments. Bombs just being a fucking badass. Yeah, the game is very special. There are special rules for apparently both him and the chick who
Director.
does fire shit.
Oh.
Yeah. And then there's still another special rule for only him, which is if he can go to the game master and get his thingy, it was like a chip thingy that plugs into a remote, then he will be allowed to move forward without a team. So Bomb, of course, after freezing the two people, the fire chick and asshole dude who owns fire chick and some others.
Captain Douchebag.
Yeah, that guy.
Wait. Why are we talking about Captain Hammer?
Anyways, he goes on to the game master.
Dr. Horrible's
Game
sing-along
Masters.
blog is fucking amazing.
It is.
It is.
It should have deserved an official sequel.
Absolutely. Also, Nathan Fillion is amazing, and so is Felicia Day, and so is Neil Patrick Harris.
That's why everybody was happy to have Cade Six back, because, you know.
I was too. I love anything that man does. He's a wonderful actor.
Yeah.
He's just fun. Oh, and getting to hear him as Cade Six was like, yeah, I get to have moments with him too.
This is all the stuff that you missed.
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately. All right. Last thoughts and reviews.
Easily a 7 out of 10 for me.
I put that one up there at 8, maybe 8.5 even.
I was going to say,
it was
you
fun,
give this
but
episode the same
I
treatment
really
as you
want
gave
more.
Slime?
I gave Slime an 8.
Did you? You thought Slime was
Slime a
better than
7.
this episode of Tower of God? Wow.
Yes, I mean, to be fair, I'm an anime only with Slime, so it's all new to me versus I read this part in Tower of God, so I expected it.
And it's like, also, I know what's coming. This isn't the good shit yet. Yeah.
It's not, no. It's not.
All right.
The reason why I'm excited for next episode.
I give this a 7 as well. It's pretty good. All right, Oshi No Ko. I don't actually care that Moon hasn't seen this because he's read this, so he knows what
I've read it
too.
Yeah.
Okay. It basically ends with the mangaka with the tickets going to the theater. So the mangaka for Tokyo Blade is gonna go to the theater. So we got a brief look at kind of some of the stuff behind what a stage around is. We got a talk between Aqua and Akane about how the play went, and then of course the director showed up and was like, "Oh hey, yeah, I run this one too." Maybe he's a showrunner, not a director, but anyway, he shows up. He said, "This is one of my projects too," and then Aqua made a prediction that if the mangaka wrote the script, it would be terrible because she's thinking of it as like in terms of like a gym, a high school gym kind of play, and it's not that. They also revealed that the guy that is the screenwriter or the script writer for the Tokyo Blade thing also did this play, and it was really good. So they went to go visit the mangaka for Sweet Today, and they talked with her a bit, and then she was given tickets from Aqua and said, "Please give these to the mangaka for Tokyo Blade." They go over there, they get into a fight because Tokyo Blade Girl is a day behind schedule and has only been sleeping 2 hours a day, won't hire assistants because she's so up her own ass, that kind of thing. And then you realize
she hires assistants, but fires them because
because they're not up to her standards, which her standards are way too high. She's up her own ass. Yeah. She's like, "Only I could do this." I was like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch. No, you can't. Like, you're going to be in a early grave. Hospitalization is coming in your future if you don't get your shit together. You got to learn to trust people. And in order for them to grow and learn, you have to teach them. It's part of the process." Anyhow. So yeah, we get through all that. I love the back and forth that they have of like yelling at each other and everything. It was great. And then she goes to the theater. She's right outside the theater with the tickets, and that's where it ends. So this was a good episode, but next episode's going to be, that's the one I'm looking forward to is next episode.
Oh, yeah.
And if you think this is the only controversy in the play, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, very.
There are several things in this play arc that are like, oh, okay, there's some darkness here. Yeah, you might order a tablet. Yeah, it's nice actually getting a little glimpse behind the scenes. Also, shout out to Joe Freshest, who literally was like, "Hey guys, if you like this little peek behind the curtain and you like seeing how manga is made," he pulls out the whole box set of Bakuman like I have back here and just goes, "Watch that show. Read this show. It's done by the same two guys that did Death Note. It's so good. Please check out Bakuman." All right, shameless plug over. All right, Moon doesn't get to chime in with a rating. Just this time. Also, Moon, I'm not gonna condone it, but if you can't watch it at one place, look on another. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of reactors that you can watch that have the full episode on there.
Yeah, but you'd have to subscribe to their Patreon.
And I don't have that money.
And yeah, if he had the money for their Patreon, he would probably just get High Dive. All right.
That's cheaper.
Fenris. Yeah. Well, maybe if you stop for Warhammer 40K, because we all know crack is cheaper.
Hey,
I haven't purchased any models for that in a year and a half.
I was going to say.
So that is not the problem.
I was going to say, don't purchase a single army and you can afford 2 years of High Dive.
He is right. No, actually, it's longer than that.
That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing, because I know it's true. All right. Fenris, what is your rating?
8.5.
Okay.
Easily. It was a very entertaining episode, as well as kind of eye-opening as to the lifestyle some mangakas have. Mangakas have.
Oh yeah. No, it's true. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a solid 8. And it's because I know there's another part of this story that I'm really, really looking forward to that I considered the 10. And this is not that 10. But these were really, really good. This was a really good episode. Really nice part of the story. All right. that's kind of it. That's our whole show. Guys, thank you so much for coming by. The spoiler tag has been removed because we're ending the show and there's no more spoiler talk going on. Of course, if you haven't watched the newest episodes of Slime Season 3, Tower of God Season 2, or Oshi No Ko Season 2, highly encourage you to check those out. If you haven't seen those series at all, definitely encourage you to check those out. But this has been Anime Church. We don't judge you at this church. Unless you're an a-hole, then we absolutely judge you. Cosplay, not mandatory, but you're welcome to if you want. And finally, I am Rishi Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Where the fuck did I put it? Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fenersar, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
Where the fuck did he put it? Your alcohol. Where the fuck did he put it? And that's it for us. We'll see you in just a little. We will see you in about 2 hours and 20 minutes over on the Twitch channel for some solo leveling.